broke down gender barriers, fought against injustice, and stood out in a male-dominated world. But there are so many more badass women whose names you might not know, whose victories shape the lives of every woman today. In 2016, we heard about American actress Emmy Rossum protesting the gender pay gap by demanding, and winning, retroactive equal pay for her role on Showtime's Shameless. But Lilly Ledbetter started the movement when her boss felt women should not work at the Goodyear tire plant. She took her lawsuit to the Supreme Court, but lost. Later, Congress stepped in and fixed what the courts got wrong. Experts say there is still a 14 to 18% pay gap between women and men, meaning that in an 8-hour workday, women essentially work without pay after 3 p.m. In Iceland, thousands of women walked out at 2:38 p.m. in protest. While we all know in 2016, Hillary Rodham Clinton became the first female presidential candidate for a major party, you might not know that Jeanette Rankin was the first woman elected to the House of Representatives and was the only lawmaker to vote against the U.S. entering into both world wars. Everyone knows Serena Williams, and maybe even Yusra Mardini, the Syrian refugee who competed at the 2016 Rio Olympics. After risking her life, swimming for 3 hours to save 20 refugees as they made the journey across the Mediterranean Sea to Europe. But how many know about Kathrine Switzer? She was the first woman to run the Boston Marathon, thwarting attempts by fellow runners and officials to kick her off the course. Speaking of firsts, the first woman in space was Russian cosmonaut Valentina Tereshkova, piloting the Vostok 6. And in 2016, NASA had its largest group of female astronauts, with half of the new class comprised of women.
Well, we hope to achieve equal rights.
Everyone knows Rosa Parks, but who knows about abolitionist and women's rights activist Sojourner Truth? She was born a slave and kept captive for nearly 20 years. After escaping, she went on to become one of the leading voices in the campaign for women's rights and to end slavery. These are just a few of the many women who broke gender roles, made history in male-dominated arenas, and fought for equality. The story then is the story now. The fight is far from over, but we recognize the courage, conviction, and tenacity of those who came before. Thank you for inspiring a new generation of badass women who refuse to settle, who refuse to be defined by their gender, and who will stop at nothing to lift each other and the world up.